time no see. Welcome to the Meant for More, the only podcast that you need to make your life a masterpiece. And today's topic is hot, hot, hot. Overwhelmed in your business? Do these three things to overcome overwhelm. And if you like these podcast episodes, if you find topics engaging and interesting, hit the like button, hit the follow button. I'm here for you. If you're running your business, if you are a solopreneur, if you're a busy professional, chances are you know overwhelm, not just like some abstract concept. I am a business mentor, business coach, and I would love to tell you I have overwhelm figured out. I'm never overwhelmed. I had it all under control. Well, that's not true. I do feel overwhelmed from time to time. We have a community for female entrepreneurs. We did a recent poll. We have 900 members, and we've done a recent poll. What is the hard thing about running a business? And overwhelm came second, like top two. So what is the overwhelm? Overwhelm is this moment when, for me at least, and tell me, like, comment if that resonates with you. For me, is when I know I have 100 things to do, and somehow I cannot pick one to start with. Or I start and then I don't start at all. I'm like, what should I do? I have like 50 minutes. What is one thing I should do in 50 minutes? And nothing really gets done. Second thing which happens, I decide that, okay, I'm going to do something. But when I'm overwhelmed, I will start doing this thing. And then suddenly I would be like, no, wait, this is not the most important thing. Let's do another one. So I will be jumping from task to task. And then nothing gets done. If you feel overwhelmed in your business, you're not alone. It's super common. And today I want to share with you some strategies which help me to manage overwhelm, to keep it from ruining my joy. Because here's the truth. Overwhelm is not just an uncomfortable emotion. It's killing your productivity, killing your business vision. Honestly, that's a flavor of suffering you don't need in your life. So how do we manage overwhelm? Step one, manage your state. If you're overwhelmed, before you touch your to-do list, laptop or whatever, you need to take care of how you feel. Overwhelm is unproductive mental state and you need to exit it. You literally cannot think clearly from inside when you're overwhelmed. You cannot build business in this state. So the first question to ask yourself is, what helps you reset? For some people, it's going for a walk, swim, or cycle. The activities help your brain to start working with more calm, with more ease, with more peace. For other people, just a quick jumping, maybe 100 jumps, which you can do in your room, in your office, can help you reset your state. It can be, like jumping jacks or just jumping, bouncing. It can help you reset your energy fast. Another way to super quick reset your state is box breathing. If you're not familiar with it, it's a simple breathing wherein you inhale on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, you inhale. And then you hold your breath for another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you hold the breath for 4. It's super simple, but it really works on calming your nervous system down. It's super effective. We've been stranded on this ship, like our ship in the middle of nowhere in Indonesia got broken. We couldn't get help. It was a sunset. And one of my family members started panicking, like one of my children. And what we've done is exactly that, box breathing. You can do it in the car, in the Grab, during the event. Once you're stuck on the boat in the middle of nowhere, that also helps. So here I would like you to pause and ask yourself, what are the activities that help me to reset? Is it a quick walk? Is it a jump? Is it breathing? Because first you need to calm down your nervous system so you can start thinking straight. Find your thing. Do it without a guilt. And come back to your to-do list when your head feels lighter. Step two. Do a brain dump. I love it. Once you're calmer, take your notebook. I love doing it in the notebook. Not a phone, not a spreadsheet, just a piece of paper. And write down everything, every task, every worry, I should be really doing this on that piece of paper. What I love doing, and it's helped me so much, I take a piece of paper and I divide it in 4 blocks, and that will be either the name of the project or the name of the block I have to do this. Is it a family block? So everything related to kids, home, personal. Is it a health block? Everything to do related to managing my health. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in my 40s. Managing my health became like a part-time job these days. Business block. I'm a business owner. There are things I need to do as a business owner. Coaching block. I'm a coach. What are the things I need to do as a coach? Like work with clients, anything related to them, sessions. So once I divided my, not anymore to-do list, but like my activity block, I start to see, okay, in my home block, I have these activities to do. In my business owner block, I have these things to do. So it's not anymore random list of tasks. Now we have more of, okay, under this umbrella, what's going on? Under that umbrella, what's going on? Once you have that clarity, take a color pen, take a marker, and circle. Think about emergency room. Think about red, urgent, yellow, next one, green, can wait. So I like dividing. Once I see my rules and I have less chaos on my to-do list, not just 100 things to do, but more divided into, this is a rule of a coach. This is what comes under the rule of the coach. I start going through each item and mark it. Is it urgent? It can be red. This needs to happen now, soon. Is it important, but it doesn't have to happen today? Yellow, green, can wait. I will get it done, but likely not today. Think of that like an emergency room. You treat the most critical patient first. Not everyone at once, one by one. And the cool thing I love to do, which again helps me to decrease overwhelm, is as I do that, looking at my yellows, I start blocking the time in my calendar to address the yellows. So next week, I don't have them randomly swimming in my to-do list, but I have an allocated time slot for them. For example, recording a podcast is something I want to do weekly. Attention to the language, not should be doing, but I want to do that weekly. And the truth being told, some weeks I didn't schedule it, so I didn't do that. Some other tasks took over my calendar. If you want something done, include that. Block the time out in your calendar, even if other people are not involved. This habit is a lifesaver. So today, even I did not have any guest for this episode, I just blocked the time, and so it is happening. Try that. Try to take all your yellows from the chaos and spread them across the month, 2 months, 3 months by allocating time for that. And one thing I learned, which is crazy, once I started allocating my tasks, I know I'm an optimist, but guys, when it comes to scheduling, I oftentimes would think, oh, that should take me 30 minutes to do this task. 2 hours later, I might be still not done. So time blocking helped me, one, to realistically assess which tasks take me how long. It also helped me to think that task tends to expand in the amount of time we allow for it. So I know that if I have to write a content for a week, I can do it in 2 hours time. But if I'm given a whole day to do that by myself, I'm going to spend a whole day doing that. And I cannot even tell you 100% that the quality would be 4 times better if I do it for 8 hours versus 2. It's a mind game, our mind playing games with us. Realistically, for people like me, realistically, time block your tasks. And with time, you learn what takes you how long. If this already is making sense to you, pause for a second and give this episode a like. It helps more people to find this content. And honestly, it means a world to me. And if you have a colleague, friend, someone struggling with overwhelm, send them this episode. They will thank you later. So, how to deal with overwhelms? Step number 1, change your state. Find the activity, walking, jumping, breathing, journaling, which can help you to calm down quickly. I've been to a talk hosted by my psychologist, and what she said is like horrendous. Put your face in the ice water, cold ice water. I would never do that to myself. But she suggested, or take an ice pack and put it to your neck, and that could help, again, calm your mind down, calm your heart, get back the ability to think straight. That I might try. Cold patch to your neck. 1, calm down. 2, do this brain dump. Write down everything that you need to do, dividing it by blocks. Business, like what are your rules? And this gets me to the step 3, to avoid overwhelm in the future. Get clear on your rules in your life, in your business. What are the rules that you are taking upon yourself? And build a rhythm. So now let's zoom out. Ask yourself, what are my actual rules in this business? Just an example of one of my mentees. She's a tutor. So one of the rules, she is a teacher. Another rule, she's a content creator. Another rule, bigger umbrella, she's a digital marketer. She is an operating manager as well. Yes, these are the joys of being a solopreneur. You are all these rules in your business. Now, once you can name all your roles, look at which tasks repeat inside each one of them. What are the tasks as a business owner that you would be doing, let's say every week or every month? For example, for me, I'm coaching every week my mentees. So I have 2 days a week dedicated only to coaching. 2 full days I'm doing coaching. I run the group program. And once a month we have a mastermind. It's happening on every Wednesday, every third Wednesday of the month. Our online networking is happening every last week of the month. It's easy to put it in the calendar when you know the rhythm. And yes, guys, if you're curious about She's Got a Business community, if you're looking for a community of like-minded women you can grow with, check out the link in this below this episode about She's Got a Business community. So stop doing lists, stop doing to-do lists. They're killing your nervous system. Start allocating tasks as per your rules in your life and business into your calendar. Start building a time structure. Maybe batch similar tasks together. I found that for me, if I have to create one post every day, it will take me way longer than if I take one morning a week for content creation and just one morning just writing down the ideas, writing down the content. But one afternoon, I would actually be recording the content. These are 2 different tasks. I need 2 different types of preparation. When recurring tasks have a dedicated time, you stop deciding, oh, when should I do that? They just happen on repeat. And that alone can remove enormous amount of mental weight. Decision fatigue is real, and that's where the structure can give you more freedom. And we spoke about the rules and we spoke about all the recurring tasks that you can do. But one thing which saved my sanity is to do closing tabs. Looking at all the things that I do and questioning how important are they in my business. For the longest time, I've been promoting the idea that you can have it all. And if I'm being honest, you cannot have it all. You can have it all what matters. Keep in your life, keep on your to-do list only the things which move the needle. I have client cases which have been through this process with me, removing things which are not moving the needle, removing things which are not serving them in this season of life. And by removing them, focusing on the ones which truly matter. So if we go deeper inside inside yourself and looking at all the things that you're doing every week or what you should be doing inside each of these rules, look at them and say, oh my God, what are the things I really want to do? What are the things I actually can drop? What are the things which are so insignificant? If I will stop doing them, my business or my life will not drop in quality. No non-negotiables of this season in life. And maybe I'll give you an example here. So I'm a mother of two, my kids are 10, and this is arguable, but this is my season. The kids are 10, they're gonna be soon teenagers, and we know that as teenagers, they're gonna need me less. Moms of teenagers would love to hear your opinion. So right now, not all, but most of my focus in terms of time is going towards this quality time with my kids. Maybe somewhere dropping off some of the social life with the people like friends or acquaintances, because I know that soon in the next season of my life, when I will be mom of teenager and empty nester, I would be able to recover this social time, but maybe not the time with my kids when they're 10 and they still need me a lot. So look at the season you're at. Look at your rules. Which tabs can you close forever? Or which tabs you can just close for now? Declutter. So to summarize what we discussed today is overwhelm can kill your business. At least that's how it looks like for me. Frozen, unproductive, stuck. And if you want to get rid of that, first, manage your state. 2, create those dumps. Release all the things you need to do from your head into your paper. Write it down. And when you write it down, start noticing your rules and start noticing the urgency of tasks. And step number 3, identify reoccurring tasks within the rules. Schedule them every month in your calendar, every week in your calendar. Eliminate those things which don't make you happy, which are not necessary in this season of your life. And look how your life is becoming lighter, more joyful, more yours. Thank you for being here with me today. If you liked it, let me know in comments, follow, like, share with a friend. And if you have a question, feel free to reach out. I'll answer you personally. Love you. Go out there, build the life that is meant for more. Bye.